If you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for housing to become more affordable in Barrie, this might be the moment you've been waiting for. Because over the past 4 years, something important has happened, and most buyers aren't even realizing it yet. I'm Paul Partridge here with Remax Crosstown and the Aranto Real Estate team. And before I continue, I invite you to support our channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. This helps us keep up to date on the latest real estate insights in Barrie and Simcoe County. So let's go back to 2021 and early 2022. That was the peak of the market. Prices were skyrocketing, interest rates were extremely low, and buyers were facing multiple offers, bidding wars, and often had to waive conditions just to compete in those bids. At that time, the average price for a Barrie home was about $800,000, and in some cases, even higher depending on the property type. On paper, interest rates were low, but affordability, it was actually very challenging for some people. Then it happened. Inflation went to 8%, and the Bank of Canada started raising interest rates fast. It did its job, though. Buying slowed down and prices started coming down. But there was a period of time when affordability for housing went completely out of control. Look at this chart here from the Toronto Real Estate Board. Back in 2022, the average household was spending about 30 to 32% of their monthly income on their mortgage payment. Then interest rates went through the roof, and although inflation was coming down, we were spending almost 50% of our income on mortgages. Not cool. As those rates came down, the housing prices started to come down as well. We have almost returned to that 32% of household income being spent on mortgages now. That shows we're sitting in a very different market. The average home price in Barrie is now closer to the mid to high $600,000 range. Yes, interest rates are a little bit higher than they were a few years ago, but here's the news that people are not talking about. You now have more inventory, you have less competition, and you have negotiating power back on your side. That simply didn't exist 3 to 4 years ago. So let's talk real affordability. Back in 2022, buyers were stretching themselves just to win a home, often overpaying by tens or even, I seen it a few times, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today, with slightly higher interest rates, lower purchase prices, combined with negotiating room that have created more manageable entry points for buyers. That's linked to better long-term financial stability, which is really what affordability is all about. So when you step back and look at the big picture, the Barrie market has actually shifted into one of the most buyer-friendly environments that we've seen in years. Is it the same as 2021? No, but in many ways, it's actually healthier. And for smart buyers, this is where real opportunities are created. If you're thinking about buying but weren't sure if this timing made sense for you, well, this is exactly the kind of market you want to understand properly. So feel free to reach out to me anytime or visit me at partridgeproperties.ca, and I'll help you break down what's possible based on your personal situation. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned, because I continue to bring you real, honest updates on the Barrie real estate market. Have a great day. We look forward to seeing you next time.